The desert erupted with gunfire, the nomads firing wild into the air. Bullets ripped through the canvas, tearing holes across the family's tent. Itsuki didn't hesitate. He snatched a piece of paper from his pocket and tore. A shimmer cracked open in the middle of the tent, glowing white as reality peeled apart. "Hold on to me," he shouted. He pulled Satsuki, Hana, and Natsumi close, pushing them through the light. Just as bullets shattered the tent walls, the roar of gunfire vanished, replaced by silence and a faint hum of luxury electronics. They stumbled into the wide living room, floor to ceiling. Windows overlook the prowl of Osaka. Velvet carpets matted their steps. Crystal chandeliers glowed faintly in the morning haze. Itsuki froze. He knew this place. Mr. Hiroto's private condo. He had been summoned here before for humiliating late-night meetings, but the boss hadn't set foot in here for months. "It's safe," Itsuki whispered. He wanting to look here. The night passed quietly. They slept on silken couches and king-size beds, exhaustion dragging them under. By morning, the apartment smelled of frying eggs and miso. Satsuki hummed softly in the kitchen, her voice carrying over a faint buzz of traffic outside. Hana and Natsumi played in the living room, paper scattered around them in bright crayon colors. Itsuki sat on the sofa, finally breathing. For the first time in weeks, his daughters giggled without fear. "Hana, what are you doing?" he asked absently. The girl's thin fingers folding and twisting with uncanny speed. Two paper cranes sat on the floor, identical. Then she pinched one. The other one twitched. When she tilted its wings, the second one rose clumsily, fluttering across the carpet. Itsuki blinked. Origami? Alive? But Hana was already laughing, spinning one crane in her hand while the other stumbled across the floor like a puppet. She hadn't noticed her little sister toddling toward the balcony. By the time Hana looked up, Natsumi's chubby arms were wrapped around the railing. She slipped through the iron bars with a child's carelessness, giggling as the city opened below her. Then she was gone. The sound, Satsuki's scream, Itsuki's chair toppling, barely registered. Hana was already at the balcony, staring down in horror. 4 stories below, her sister's small body lay crumpled on the asphalt. "No, no, no!" Hana whispered, her tiny hands shaking. She clutched the crane in her palm, twisting it violently, counterclockwise. The paper groaned like it was alive. On the street, Natsumi's body twitched, her limbs jerked, then folding backward. Unnaturally, the child's body floated upward, stiff as though tied by invisible strings. Pedestrians screamed, phones raised. "Come back! Come back!" Hana begged. She began untwisting the paper clockwise, carefully. Breathe. Breath ragged. Her sister drifted upward through the iron bars and set her small feet gently on the carpet. The color returned to her face. Her dimples showed when she smiled, sleepily, alive. Again, she said. Hana collapsed, hugging her sister so tight she nearly crushed her. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Itsuki and Satsuki could only stare. Their daughter has just reversed time. But below on the street, someone hadn't screamed. Someone had filmed the video. A child falling to her death, then resurrected, was already racing across the net, shared, reposted, dissected. Within minutes, it lit up the private feed of Mr. Hiroto Yamashita. His bulging eyes widened as he replayed it again and again, saliva wetting his lips. "They're all connected," he muttered. "The father And now the daughters. Do you know what this means? The limo screeched to a stop outside the building. Upstairs, the family sat in stunned silence. Then, knock, knock, knock. Itsuki froze. Satsuki's hand tightened on his arm. Hana pulled Natsumi close. The door swung open. Mr. Hiroto stood there, grinning, flanked by his guards.